Hello, world. My name is Corey Lewis. I'm 25 years old, and I'm an aspiring motivational speaker. I'm a youth mentor and also a small business owner. Um, you may ask, why do you want to be a motivational speaker, or why am I watching this video, or what is he talking about? Um, I feel like I've endured some hardship, some pain, and I've also accomplished some things and made it through a lot of things. And I want to be able to use my experiences and my knowledge that I've gained in my past to be able to tell my story to someone who may be going through the same thing, or someone who would like to follow, some of the same footsteps that I've taken. A little bit about myself. I'm a regular dude, regular person. I went to high school, graduated from high school, not with the not in the top of my class or anything like that. I actually graduated at the very bottom of my class with low grade point average. But given the ability that I had to run track and run at a very fast speed, I was able to bypass some things and able to get into school and earn an education. I went to school for a couple of years at a small school up in South Carolina, a small HBCU, until I then transferred back home to Georgia, where I completed my program, my bachelor's program in psychology. After graduating from college, I worked a regular, normal job. I was working for a mattress firm actually. I was a sign spinner at one point in time, and then I was eligible to then, work with a different part of the mattress firm in their warehouse. So I began working in the warehouse, and it wasn't fun, it wasn't cool. I got tired of it real quick. I was questioning. I was asking myself, like, why am I here? I have a college degree. I should be out working in my field. But it didn't come that easy. So I had to stay there and work through some things and until I was able to find out what it is exactly that I wanted to do. Now, this is where me wanting to be a motivational speaker and be able to tell you and explain to you that, hey, whatever you're going through, it's normal. I probably went through it myself, and there's ways to get through it. There's ways to get through it. I met with the life coach. I'm a certified life coach too, by the way. But at the time, I wasn't. I was, fresh out of college. I met with someone who was able to get all of my thoughts out of my head and to, put them on paper and to express them verbally. And she aided and guided me in a path that at that point in time. Well, prior to speaking to her, I didn't know these things existed. I didn't know that's what I wanted to do. So, long story short, she helped me get some things out of my brain that I pursued and I seeked out. I volunteered for a couple of nonprofit organizations and began to realize, excuse me, I began to realize what it was that I really wanted to do. And so I ended up quitting working for a mattress firm, and I ended up working for the local school district, and I got a job working in special ed for a couple of years. I was working with the kids, and I found my gift. And that was working with kids, working with children, and being able to adapt to their environment, their culture, and their ways of thinking. And then over the course of time, I ran into some people, and my name got tossed around in a few conversations, and was brought up that I was in the helping field, the social services field, the psychology field, and I became a contractor. I became a contractor working for the Department of Family and Child Services, DFACS is what we call it here in Georgia. And so I created a company. I created a business name, which was an idea at the time, which is Inspired by Lewis. Now, at the time in 2015, when I created this this name, it was just an idea. It was a thought that went along with my work as being a contractor, independent contractor. It wasn't until a couple years later, with experience and volunteering and just living life and doing certain things, that I found out what it was that I really truly wanted to do and how my business all came about. And so it wasn't easy. It was hard. It still is really hard. I just from everything from going to school, graduating, everything that we deal with in and outside of work, in life, and home. A lot of these things start to stick to my mind and stick to my brain, and I'm talking to my friends and I'm talking to my peers and family members, and everyone's expressing how there's something that they're going through in their life. Something, we're all going through something, at different levels, but it was something that stood out to me, that made me realize that I found another gift of mine, and that was being able to just to relate to somebody and be able to take everything that I've been through, what I've learned, and give that information to somebody else to help make it through their situation. And I got, I was getting in front of crowds of people, and I was talking and speaking. I felt comfortable. So I was like, this is something I feel like I was called to do. I can reach different crowds. High schoolers, middle schoolers, elementary school kids, college students. I've had experiences through each of those age levels, and I have a piece of information that I feel like I can share with you, the person that are watching this video. If you're watching this video, you're watching it for a reason. And so becoming a motivational speaker not only helps build my character, but it also, in return, it helps someone else be able to relate to something that they're going through, or be inspired, or getting motivated to do something, and just to go out there and make the world a better place and make their life worth living, and things of that nature.